JHS Show presents Totally Normal Behavior, starring Josh Scott and guest starring Daniel Danger. Man, we're really having a hard time finding new people for this show. Brought to you by Reverb.com.
Hello, everyone. We are having a hard time. I've reached out to thousands of people. Daniel keeps showing up. Episode 4. How are you, Daniel?
Pretty good.
You're trying to fix something, aren't you? Because something's
my pedal
dead.
stopped working like 2 seconds before we go in air.
This show has just turned into, we actually try things out like 2 minutes before the show, and we don't actually know if anything works that we're purchasing. So, episode 4. We've made it 4 months through this journey.
Yeah.
Seems like people enjoy it. I enjoy it.
They keep coming back.
They keep coming back. Before we roll into it, while Daniel's messing with that, I want to show a little Father's Day treat that we cooked up here at JHS. It is the Dad America's Hero shirt. These are on pre-order right now. They're only on pre-order for a hot minute. Just grab them. They'll be gone. And this is based off of the branding from the early 80s DoD America's Pedal. And I thought, you know, if you're a dad, you're America's hero.
Yeah.
So we have a shirt for that now. If you're a fan of DoD and vintage pedals, it's a no-brainer. If you live outside of America, that's not my problem. But these are $30, and it's a pre-order only again. And Nick and I, we're dads. Daniel's a dad.
Daniel's a dad.
So we're America's heroes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel 100% comfortable giving us that title. I don't have any issues with that at all.
All right. Well, the rules are simple. We're going to take turns showing you what we're obsessively collecting. Daniel's collection's insane, and he's jumped on here. 4 months of this, and it just shows that we are all crazy. And if you enjoy and watch this show, you're crazy as well. And if you're a collector, welcome to the Crazy Club. We're just showing you things we buy, why we buy them, what we know, what we don't know, and it's honestly an excuse to make new stingers. So, Daniel, you're up first. You have...
First of all, I want to point out that someone says, I need a new camera. It says, get Daniel a new camera. The man is recording video through an LM308 chip. I'm using the same cameras they are. I just don't know how to use them.
It's also, you're on a Zoom call.
Yeah, I am on a Zoom call.
That
I am a
plays
little
into
dark,
it.
though.
Yeah.
It is dark.
Yeah.
Oh, it's pouring out. I've lost the sun. That's why. It's pouring out. It's just gray. That's New England for
it's
you.
It's analog.
Not
I like the
sunny
308
Kansas City.
comparison. The 308 chipset has a slower slew rate, and you could parallel that with maybe like frame rate.
Yeah. I wish I had like a nerd stinger.
All right, Daniel, go.
It's your
first.
turn.
All right. My first pedal is actually from the Deep Dark Archives, but I rediscovered it recently. And apparently it's something kind of special. It's a very... I don't know. Is it early? I mean, it's an early Death by Audio contraption.
This is going to be real
for
early.
A long time.
Yeah.
You probably can tell me more about it than I know about it. It is called the Octave Machine. I believe it's like a rehoused Boss OC3 with maybe some modifications. I'm not entirely sure. I know you were speaking with them earlier.
Yeah, I saw it. So that enclosure is like, you can buy these really cheap. They're like the old Schaller volume or wah pedals. And I think he just was trying crap out.
Yeah.
I texted him and he's like, oh my gosh, this is super old, whatever. He's like, you could buy those enclosures for $15. He goes, yeah, I was just exploring octave fuzzes. It sounded cool, and I dropped it into that box. So you said like the treadle controls octave 2 or something?
The treadle controls octave 1.
Octave 1.
So like not the sub-octave, but the other one. But what's cool about this is I opened it up, and I'm gonna reopen it back up again. And there's not it's the Boss circuit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did much to it, but it's just the Boss circuit rehoused in a dime a dozen
It's a great idea.
plastic wall enclosure.
Oh.
So like basically, if anyone watching this wants to take a Boss pedal and put it into a or like to a expression controller, you can do that.
Or
And
anything.
apparently, it's not that complicated.
No, you could put your favorite fuzz pedal in, and that's a great idea. Also, we forgot to start the clock. There's a 30-minute countdown to give.
Why you gotta call me out like that, man?
Well, it's part of giving Daniel extreme anxiety as we do the show.
Cool.
All right.
You
I
got
don't
like
like the
a
clock.
just think of it like a
bonus.
bonus. You got a minute bonus.
So this is just kind of a cool thing. I mean, it's like not necessarily like a custom Death by Audio thing, but it's a little part of their process.
Does it work?
Just sounds just mean as. Just mean, just real mean.
That's a great idea. I know, like, starting JHS, you just do whatever someone asks you as well. This could just be a random, like, hey, can you throw this in here? And you did it.
I think when we interviewed him, he talked a lot about like just making random stuff for people.
Yeah, we absolutely. If you haven't seen that, there is an episode. Who is Death by Audio? Right? Yeah. Cool. That feels like 100 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
And anything, it remind me of how good the Boss OC3 is. Like, I don't think it gets nearly as much something as it is, because it is a nasty pedal, and it does a thing that I actually kind of forgot about, which there's a mode where it'll only octave the low strings and kind of ignore everything else. Which is
That's
all
cool.
kinds of useful. Yeah, so Death by Audio Octave Machine. I bought this, I don't know how long ago.
You found it? Where did you find it? Just lurking?
It was in a drawer in my house. Like, so I must have like pulled it out for some studio session like years ago, and then like forgot about it and like put it somewhere. And I was digging around and found it and was like, ooh. So I've been playing with it a bitch.
If you've ever found a pedal in a drawer in your house, just drop that in the comments. Let us know what that is. All right, my turn. I found this. This is the original prototype that Dave Fox built of the Aquavalve back in the day. It's rusted.
Yeah.
It probably is carrying tetanus as a living organism.
It looks like it came from the Titanic.
I want to open it, but it will electrocute me. It has, transformer power with a cable. Sharpie. It's really cool. I love him and his brand. We actually have an archived interview of him at some point in the time space continuum will air.
Yeah.
But so, it's a Univibe, but it's.
Where did you find this?
This popped up on Reverb. Because they take all of my money. Thanks, Reverb. And I just grabbed it really quick.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a definite dopamine hit for me.
Yeah?
Was it? It was a dopamine hit. Yeah. So here it is. Maybe not to discredit Reverb, because I spend plenty of money there. Maybe I got an email on this one. Do you remember, Josh? Was this a trade or something? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I think he
Sounds
just
milky.
bought it.
Yeah, I got it on Reverb.
Sounds milky.
Wait, you got it on Reverb?
Yeah. It's
Oh, okay, Reverb.
Sounds creamy.
Creamy is a word I hate in context to guitar.
Creamy. Do you want me to go back to milky? Sounds very milky.
Ooh, how about like
Does it sound moist?
maybe?
No. So chorus mode. It's not pedal board friendly. I would never use it live. It's probably dangerous, but it's in the collection and I'm very proud of it.
It's beautiful. Very beautiful.
We need to have an episode that's entirely about pedals that we are afraid of, because I definitely have a few that seem real sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I see a power cable on an old pedal or a proto, I go, "This isn't how I want to die."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Electroharmonics frequency analyzer, like the one from the 70s, has this giant plug on the side. It looks like you're plugging in
I
like
have
a
that.
washing
Yeah.
machine.
It's ridiculous.
It's so scary. And then to think that like the dude from Devo just had one of those like taped to his guitar, just like a constant death trap.
Puts a whole new meaning to death by audio.
All right.
Yeah.
Your turn.
My turn. What's next? You didn't send me the list.
The I texted to you, but it's fine. Multi-Vider. Multi-Vider.
The Multi-Vider. So, little known fact. There was once a productive and prominent market for effects for horned instruments.
Ooh.
There's quite a few of them. There's the Maestro woodwind synth. There's the Condor, which I believe had woodwind stuff in it. I got a handful around here, and one of the more kind of obscure ones is called the Conn Multi-Vider.
Wow.
It looks like a video. It looks like an old like it should be like a video game controller, but it's got a little a microphone input, which you would hook this up to your clarinet or whatever, and then where's this? And then there's an output, and you'd if I owned a woodwind instrument, we could do it. I can only just yell into it and do this with it.
Wow.
Which is kind of fun on its own. So I bought this. I've always kind of wanted to play with one because, I mean, the good thing about those woodwind synth units is that you can just put a guitar. You can put anything through it. It doesn't really matter. It's just you need to like use a big preamp and whatnot. So I also bought this because it had all the fun box stuff. This is it's a rare unit. It's an even rarer box, and it has all the like fun gibberish stuff inside. But we on the last episode we came up with a term for boxes like these because it has a certain
Yeah, it just feels like it's always wet, but it's dry.
Yeah, it is definitely dry, but it's also very damp. And I could probably also put this under a pedals I regret buying thing because like I don't know what to do with this now. But the box is incredible.
Why I have to go and buy that?
We're gonna kind of hammer through the stingers on this one because it also does not work. It said it worked, claimed it worked, does not work. It passes the signal. I can yell into it like this, but these switches, which are supposed to be an octave up, octave down, and a sub bass, do not do anything.
So I have some
Extremely
information
bummed by
on this brand.
Ooh, please do.
I realized I had seen it before, and I just looked something up to make sure it wasn't like some weird dream I had. So this company, I remember it dates back to like 67. And if you remember the story of the Vox Wah, there's the story where they basically, Del Casher and the other guy, they like pitched the thing to Vox and like, yeah, this would be great for trumpet players. And so a lot of people were like trying to sell to woodwinds and trumpets and like horn sections because, and the mentality was, with a couple interviews I've done, was why sell a thing to a guitar player in a band, one, when you can sell to the 7 horn players of the band.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that was their mentality. So Conn wanted in on this, and in 67, they actually partnered with Jordan, this brand, like the Boss Tone. Mm-hmm. There's some relationship I haven't nailed down, but like maybe Jordan made those for them or something. There's some kind of connection there with Alhambra, California, and Jordan. That's pretty cool. That's all I know though.
CG Conn Limited,
Yep.
Oak Brook, Illinois.
It's really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, they made a lot of these. This is serial number 12,318.
It's a lot of horn players.
A lot of horn players. There are some videos. I wish this had worked. Or maybe I'm just not using it right. I don't know. There are some videos of people using these. There are some videos of people using the Maestro Woodwind synth, and almost exclusively, it's like free jazz guys using them. And there are really some amazing footage out there of people making some truly bonkers sounds with this. Like, we're all very accustomed to like hearing a guitar through effects, but like wait till you hear like trombones and horn, like horns to this stuff, and with octave effects, it sounds crazy.
Nick, you need to
if
learn
you are
saxophone.
a horn player.
I know. I have a saxophone. I started. It kind of broke. I need to get it fixed. Don't worry, I'm on it. Give me like 3 years.
We'll get you working on this,
Yes.
and then we'll send this over.
Perfect.
I need to find one of those.
I sound like I'm like a trucker now. Breaker. We got Smokies on our tail.
This is Wing Daddy down here.
This is Wing Daddy. This is Danger Dan Wing Daddy. We got Smokies on your
This
five.
is Wing Daddy down here. I'm on week 70. I got a chopper on my back.
Steve B Radio. Something. Yeah. Conn Multi-Vider.
All right. This is good. This feels good to kind of
Yeah.
stretch the legs again, so
Yeah.
to speak.
It's great. There's a lot of discussion in the chat on how to pronounce my last name, and I just like to clarify this really
Laux.
quick. It's say ow,
Laux.
and then put an L and then an X, so it's Laux. There you go. Problem solved. Now you
I like
can-
to make two quick commentaries based on comments in here. There is no free jazz. We all pay the price. That is wrong. Don't get me wrong. As someone who did a minor in American music history, there's a lot of truly, truly terrible jazz out there. And then there is stuff that you just haven't heard that is insane. And it's so good and so weird. But it's not like 10 white dudes in suits playing the Charlie Brown theme. Like, that's what most people assume it is. Or it's like lounge jazz. Like, Roland Kirk, get on that. It's insane. Second, there's a guy mad that we're once again showing pedals no one can find and we're not playing them. Wrong show, buddy.
And you can find them.
Yeah, pass. Good. Okay, bye.
Here's the deal with that. We spend hours a day collecting stuff. Like, I don't know. You can find stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I found him.
I found them.
You just gotta have eyes to see.
These are things we're generally getting every month. I mean, just a point to be made there.
I'm sorry you don't like the show. Bye.
All right, so
I love how unhinged this episode is. It's so great.
here's Conrad. This is Conrad. Conrad started a mystery that I didn't really know about. And Danny, you were just here. You had like a crazy little road trip. You ended up in Kansas City. You were in the room a few days ago, and I showed you this, and you're like, "Oh, I have a thing like this." So the mystery for me started with someone gave me this pedal. Actually, it's a friend of mine from Tupelo, Mississippi, where JHS actually built some pedals for a while. I lived there. Jeff, thank you for sending me this. It had my name on it. It came through Tupelo Music Consignment. If you're ever in the Tupelo, Mississippi area, there's a really amazing store called Tupelo Music Consignment. It's like this gym. It's like a giant pawn shop of only musical instruments, and it's fantastic. So anyway, this showed up. It's missing screws and stuff, and then when you open it, the switches are actually lamp switches, like from a lamp you'd put in your living room.
Yeah, and there's a light bulb, like an actual light bulb inside.
There's a light bulb inside, and it's made like, this is made in some form of like, this is a wooden block with
Does it
what
have the
flocking.
flocking
It's a
on it?
flocked block.
Flocked block?
Flockblock.com. This is the same stuff that's on a Foxtone machine, so it's like
yours is all fuzzy.
yeah, on the inside. On the
mine
outside,
isn't fuzzy.
it's not.
Mine is just like dirty wood. Just like filthy, dirty wood inside.
Have you looked inside?
Yeah,
Because
I
the
opened it up.
outside of mine is dirty wood.
Yeah, the outside of mine is like that weird, like fake leather. It's just like wood, just like someone built
mine's
it.
flocked. All right, so this
Yeah,
is
mine
the
is. I'm so mad that mine isn't flocked.
this is the Scott. What does yours say? What brand
Mine says Giulietti Corp, New York, New York.
is that? Do you think that's Mayor Giulietti's pedal company? Company?
No, it's spelled
company?
differently, but
Company? Words is really hard.
maybes.
Wait, that's Giuliani.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Giuliani, This is Giulietti.
Anyway, Conrad. So, my good friend Eric from LA, there's a theme here. He just sent me this as a gift. So, I've never bought either of these. And he has a killer shop that we follow. You and I follow. It's like a Instagram.
I have one of those that's marked Panther.
You have this marked Panther?
I think I have it called Panther.
This is like an OEM mystery nightmare thing. Like
There's a whole bunch of pedals that use this enclosure, that specific font, the font of that F on there.
do you know what that font
really-
is?
Is that the I do and I
Fender
don't.
font?
I know I do. It's not coming to my brain. But that specific font is used on a whole bunch of pedals that have this style enclosure, like this kind of weird wedgie shape, and the flocking. And there's brand across a bunch of things. There's the Goya. Maybe is it Goya, Panther, Conrad?
We need to figure this out. This is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I assume it's the same one of those things where it's that like there was a company who built pedals and they went to music stores and said, "Hey, do you want pedals with your name on it?" And they did it.
And they built lamps.
Now,
Looking at this, just to get nerdy here, the F seems separated from the Uzi and the Uri. Is this the Fender F? Do you know?
no. It's
Okay.
I have the lecture set sheet. It's just like in a cabinet over there.
So the pedal is technically kind of always on, and this lamp switch shorts it out, and then there's a big red button, and all this does is if this lights up, your battery has power. So, yeah.
What is the circuit inside? Because someone asked, they said, is it just another fuzz face or FZ1 clone?
This is a strange treble booster thing, and like
Mine is all. Yours is point-to-point wired too. It's
yeah. So two transistor, two silicon transistors, probably a fuzz face type, and then that's a single transistor boost. So I'm gonna assume this fuzz sounds very similar to the Fuzz Fury. Honestly, I'm not gonna hook that up because I don't care. But listen to how bad it technically sounds. Here's my bypass signal.
I'm gonna try to plug mine in.
Awesome. Oh.
Is the battery?
They're reversed. Be careful.
Can't turn it off. It's just sucking my bypass signal. So
Oh yeah, I can hear it a little bit. Oh my gosh, that's.
every knob up. Yeah, this is probably like a simple 2-transistor fuzz face thing, but it feels like the Maserati rip your head off vibe too. And then
Who cares if mine works? Mine sounds better than yours.
way better. Let me hook up the Scott. Did I have it
Mine doesn't
backwards?
sound like yours at all.
Yeah, and these jacks are proper, like in and out on the correct sides, and these are the vintage reverse jacks. So they're made in different periods. Let me check my battery test. Okay, we have battery.
Yeah, my battery test doesn't work. Do you think this would sound better if I put a different light bulb in it?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, so much
did-
better sounding.
What did you do?
It's unhinged though, like I can't turn it
Yeah.
down.
I feel like my treble knob isn't doing anything.
These are truly horrible units, but I want them all.
I'm here to give you guys a 10-minute warning.
If you
Oh, we're
have
not-
one of these, let us know.
We're gonna go way over.
All right. If you have one of these, let us know. All right.
We need to come up
yeah.
with a punishment.
You know, this
for when you guys
sounds
go
pretty
over.
good. I'll be honest.
All right. Next. You're next. You're next. You're next.
What's next for me?
I think it's Echo.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Giuliani.
Our audience is very forgiving today. I can feel it.
I can feel it, but we should
Alright,
implement some kind of punishment when you guys go over.
I'd like to point out that we have shown some pedals that were readily available on Reverb, and we have demoed most of them. Also, I like someone was like, I like when they talk about fonts. Oh, I'm your guy if you want to talk about pedal fonts.
We're gonna do a show called Font Talk.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a live stream where I just open up my giant pile of Letraset letters, and I just go through it and go, this is this pedal, this is this pedal, this is this pedal, for like 45 straight minutes. And if you can ride with me on that, you're my Paul Walker. I'm your Vin Diesel. All right, so
All my drawers are broken to the things I need all the time, and it's
Yes.
maddening. I can't
So,
show you something I want to show
This
you.
is
It's fine.
where is it? It's over here. This guy. I'm gonna put it right here.
Oh, wait.
What?
What is?
Yes, we both have this.
All right, show it off, because we both bought this. Maybe I don't remember buying it necessarily. It showed up, and then I realized maybe you sent me a link. I don't know.
I might have. Someone must have found a box of these because it's
Yeah.
from like 82,
Yeah.
1982. This one says it's got a date on it. 1982, pretty much pristine in the box. This is an Italian brand called Echo.
Pedalia Facatini. Special.
inside-
That's how it said.
Oop. Inside is all the great little catalog. We're both showing the catalog.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, this is haunting. I've never seen this brand in my life, and I'm staring at a mint condition, like a sheet of this
Yeah.
gorgeous looking pedal brand.
And also, it's one of those things that I always this sticks out to me when there's an enclosure that you've never seen reused somewhere else.
Right. It's original.
'Cause,
Like, this is a very
Yeah.
original design, enclosure wise.
Yeah, it's got like a momentary switch on it.
Does yours have this? It's like the little dual jack.
I don't have a dual jack, but I do have the warranty card.
Let me see.
So yeah, let's plug this guy in.
Mine's number.
because
Does you have yeah, okay. I have the warranty. Yeah, warranty.
I'd like to
card.
point something out once again, just to keep going on it.
Mhm.
This is a pedal that's so unobtainable, apparently, that we both got it, and now we're gonna listen to it.
The sass level is really.
I know. Listen, this is the mood I'm in. All right.
While you
it's,
hook it up, I'll read this. Pedali
read it.
effetti specialani per citiari. Special effects for guitar.
Don't drop the.
I've always wanted to read Italian, and I just.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Nick, read the back.
No, don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
I lost my pen.
It sounds really good.
It sounds all right.
It's an
me.
overdrive that's green with 3 knobs. I'm gonna suspect.
Yeah, it's a little grainy for me.
We need a teaser that's like, it's a tube screamer, probably.
Yeah, what is it? Do we know?
No, but I mean, it's a green overdrive with 3
That's true.
knobs.
You're probably right.
Do you have this
Overdrive.
bag that's
It's
kind
12
of
volt?
moist?
No, I don't have a bag that's moist.
Is it?
Perma Moise? This
I like
has
this
this has Italian. This is Octave, so that's German. This is a multilingual warning message here.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good band
I
name.
really like the front of this box. This may end up on a shirt at some point.
I think it should.
And the little thing on the side that's like it shows the various pedals from this line, and then they use a red sticker to mark which one it is. It's just
Look at this. Look, it's 18 volts.
Mine is 12 volts. Yours is 18?
2 9-volt batteries.
Oh, okay. Mine says 12 volts, the adapter.
Mine does too, but it. Whatever. Okay. There's only one way to tell if it's a tube screamer. Can you play some Stevie Ray Vaughan on it?
There's no way I'm playing Stevie Ray Vaughan. I can barely play guitar as it is. I don't actually mean that. I'm just.
I bought mine from Jacques. I think he's in Spain. He's like an effect builder.
Yeah.
And he
Mine
sells
came from
stuff.
someone named Alex.
Okay. There's
yeah,
some
it's,
mystery here. If you know anything about this brand, if you're Italian, if you could help us in the comments, let us know. And I was just trying to read. I think Italian's a beautiful language.
There
and
was someone in the comments that volunteered to give you Italian lessons.
I'm serious. I wasn't.
Just-
I'm not an. I love Italy.
I know you do.
I eat Italian food every week.
I know you do.
Okay, I'm just saying. I don't want to get. I don't. This isn't a thing here.
This is I'll say this: it's a very well-made pedal.
It
It's
is.
sturdy. It's like it's cool looking.
It seems buoyant. Like you could throw it in some water and it floats.
Yeah.
Oh.
It seems like if you were to draw a pedal, like if you were making a comic book and you were drawing a pedal, but you didn't know what guitar pedals looked like, and someone was
Yeah.
briefly explaining it to you, it definitely looks like a pedal that would have been featured in like the Goofy movie or something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
got
funny.
it does a thing.
I love your acrylic pedal stand.
They're the best stands. Oh, give it back. Yeah, it's fine. It looks better than it sounds, but maybe it sounds great. I don't know. Opinions, but yeah, that's the Echo Overdrive.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah,
next
we,
up.
we both bought them.
We both bought them. There's probably more. I have in front of me something that makes me so happy. I collect Top Gear. I've showed it. You traded me a very rare treble boost. You have some
Yep.
Top Gear. I actually came home from your place this month with 2 mixers I'd never seen. I'd never heard of the sound rotator. This popped up on Reverb and I snatched it. Thanks, Reverb, for taking more of my money. It doesn't. Hold on. It didn't work earlier, so I've left it on. It has the European cable. I have it in a power step down transformer. It's really hot. Like, feel this, Nick.
Ooh,
doesn't
that's
sound
that's concerning. Wait, so when you bought it, it didn't work?
Well, let's see. It's not working, so it's I want to say though, I'm okay with the DOA
Really?
because
Because we've never seen this before.
I'm deep in this rabbit hole. Top Gear London. I've got so much info for a bio story. Didn't know it was made. I'll gladly buy this broken, even though he said it worked. I will be firing off an email later, but I don't know what else to say except I'm looking for Top Gear stuff. And if you're out there and you have access to anything that's Top Gear, let it come home to the house that I live in, the Tone House, the Top Gear house. It's hard to find Top Gear. There's a real drought of information. Things pop up, they go away. I'm asking you, with one thought a day, you could possibly give me another Top Gear unit.
Wow.
I'll purchase it. I don't ask for free stuff. I'm willing to invest in what you don't care about.
Wow.
Top Gear means something to me and nothing to any of you. If you have a Top Gear, if you've seen a Top Gear, if you created Top Gear, if you ever worked at Top Gear, if you want to see me stop talking about Top Gear, let me know what you found, because I won't stop talking until you found more Top Gear for me. Thanks for listening to this message.
Top Gear.
And make sure to follow the cause at Normal Behavior on Instagram. Sorry, I got a little teary
Yeah.
out there for a second.
You know, I'll pause the
Yeah.
clock there.
Yeah. Hold on.
It just needs to be said.
Oh, I started it over. Oh no!
Oh,
No! What have I
Listen,
We have
done?
to fill 30 more minutes.
We live in a world that's crumbling every day,
No,
Nick.
Yeah.
Nick, put it back.
We,
Put it back.
the world is crumbling
Yeah.
all around us. Right, Daniel? I mean, we
Yeah.
got 6% interest rates. We
Yep.
got
Yeah.
pandemics. There's all kinds of, but Top Gear
Yeah.
is out there. That's all I need.
That's all you need to
Just
say.
hit us up on normal behavior.
Yeah.
Trades
want
at
my 30 minutes
jhspedals.com works as well. I didn't know there was a sound rotator, and I believe in my tiny heart that there's other things I never knew they made. That's all.
One day you'll find that
Cool.
guitar synth that there's like 5 of.
All right, I'm done. That felt good.
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
negative,
Nick, I want
but
my 30 minutes back.
it's your turn.
If the clock is a real thing, we have to be beholden to the clock.
I gave you a 1 minute bonus at the beginning. I just want to remind you. So
Yeah, great.
we're calling it even.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, EH time.
There's a couple little things in the comments that I think are worth noting.
Yeah.
Echo is the Italian brand that used to make guitars for Vox in Italy. Someone else that
Yeah.
says Echo is the Eastern European tracksuit of guitar pedals. Very great.
They've made
Um,
tape echoes like you did tell me that. I
yeah,
do remember.
I've seen a lot of things branded with them. So, and then someone said Echo's factory was actually near my hometown. So we're going to need you to do some research for us and go find something.
Was
for
that
us.
Pescara in the comments? Is it Pescara, Italy? Is it near the gin factories? Thank you.
I
feel like
lost
I'm
it.
begging like a telethon or
Yes.
something.
So if you're over there, do some research for us.
I want to come to Italy and actually find employees from the gin factory, which was in Pescara, and then if there's Echo, that could be really cool.
That'd be cool.
And then
All right.
someone else says, if you want to know all about Italian brands and how enormous and cool they were, you need to go to the YouTube channel of Hainbach and find a video from 2021 where he visits an Italian music museum. Okay. I'm
Cool.
gonna look that up.
I'm gonna look it up
This
if somebody will text me that comment.
Yep. And does Josh have a sun buzz? I'm pretty sure he does. All right.
Yep.
What's next?
I have one in the box. I'll show it later. You're up next with a mixture of EHX collectibles.
Yeah. So as we know, Electroharmonics land.
Mhm.
So I've the last couple months I've gotten some cool things, and we're gonna kind of just breeze through them. We're not gonna play them, but we're just gonna show some oddities.
While you're doing that,
Yeah.
do I have a sun buzz?
Oh my
This is in.
I don't think I've ever seen the box for
This
that.
is
Actually,
a great shirt. This is a mega box for sure. I have the warranty card, the manual, everything, and it says $34.95 on a sticker.
I love it.
That's all.
Wonderful.
All right,
Back to you.
so some Electroharmonics oddities. We'll just kind of hammer through these. So this is what a small stone looks like. You'll notice it's 3 little black rectangles and silver around them. And then there's this one, which is
That's a
one
problem.
black rectangle. And this is the level of where I'm at with this stuff, is that to me there's a big difference between 3 black rectangles and 1 black rectangle. It's the printing covers the whole front of it. What is this? I don't know. It's just a fun little oddity. It was printed that way, and it's cool.
You're
That's where I'm at.
meticulously obsessing over small details.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiny details. So yeah, there's a lot of strange printings of Electroharmonics pedals because it seems like they just made whatever they made that day. So there's fun little variations. This came from a music store.
That's insane.
This is the inverse red hot tubes. I have the
Whoa.
orange inverse hot tubes, but this is the red one. And I paid a nice gentleman to drive down to a store that didn't do online sales and pick it up for me. And I owe him a T-shirt, and I'm going to mail it. I promise, I'm going to mail it to you. So this is entering the collection. This is one that I was missing. What else we got? This is a clone theory that's only one color. Normally there would be red text. or there's an inverse version as well, but this one's just black and white. So another fun little variant. Just a clone theory otherwise. What else we got? I bought another polyphase just because it was cheap, and I want to build like a massive all big box electroharmonics board that's like the size of this table.
Yes.
And so I've been like picking up some doubles and things like that to use for that board, so I can bring it to like shows and such. And then I got, I think this is probably late 70s, early 80s, just an LPB2 variant that uses a really funny, goofy bubble font. They didn't make these for very long, so that's entering the collection. And last but not least, so this is one of the first big muffs ever made.
Yeah.
The perf board one that we've talked about a couple times in the show. So in this one, the perf board goes side by side this way. They fixed that, and then there's a second version where the perf board goes up and down. And then before they got to the triangle muff that we all know and love, there was a transitionary perf board one where the perf board is going vertical, but it's the new enclosure. It's the tone knob instead of fuzz knob, and the on and off switch here instead of being here. So this is basically one of the first of the how do I say this? One of the first built in this style enclosure. This is once again tiny little details, but this is the kind of trilogy that led up to the triangle muff that is like historic. These are all perf board point to point wired, but this is the one that like bridges these and the like production ones. So this was a cool find. This came from Portland, I think. I forget. Something music, three something music. I don't know, but they found it. I was very excited. This is kind of missing from my archive. Sounds great. And and then I got this guy, which was a
This is
Civil
wild.
War. This is a Civil War that's in a color scheme I've never seen before.
It's called
like-
nicotine.
You never know. Yeah, it does look. It looks like nicotine stain yellow. It's like this weird, ugly tan color, and then the green sides and like a deep blue ink on it. But the ink looks green because it's printed over yellow. It's a little beat up, but definitely it's a colorway I haven't seen before, and I love me a good Civil War muff. So that's the electroharmonic stuff that is entered the archive in the last month or so. At least the fun stuff. There's a lot of like little boring things, but yeah, that's my my obsession continues, and I share
Amazing.
it with you all.
Well, I'm going to close this off on a very special product. It's called the Stromer Superfuzz, Superfuzz, Superfuzz.
Oh no! No, Josh!
What? What do you want to say?
Joshua,
What?
how could you do this to me?
It had to be done. I
All right,
messaged-
how is this one wired?
I've
it can't
never
just be in
plugged it
parallel.
up. It came in. Joshua opened the box this morning. It's sitting here. I've never heard it. This is a world debut of a Super Fuzz, Super Fuzz, Super Fuzz. And I think, explain what's going on here while I find his message about how he wired
I don't know
it.
what's going on there. I know how I know how
we
the Superfuzz
introduced,
Superfuzz.
you found this. Tell one more time. Like, fill people in.
Okay, so Stromer Electronics is this builder in New York that I stumbled across, who's made just an excellent Superfuzz clone that looks amazing. He's the nicest dude, and I really liked the Superfuzz clone that he made, so I asked him if he could build me a Superfuzz, which is two of his circuits in the same enclosure.
Yeah, like
that run
we
in parallel.
we
So
bought
I could run the
these
darker
originally.
setting and the brighter setting at the same time with their own controls, and it sounds incredible as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know how the Superfuzz is functioning because is it in series? Is it in three-way parallel? What is happening?
He said, I was going to write to you. I finished let's see. Do I want all 3 in parallel or 2 in parallel followed by another one in a separate switch complete? Ma'am, I said, what do you think? He goes, yeah, 3 in parallel is probably the dumbest, so let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So,
All right.
again, we do this all the time. This is a killer pedal. He's making them, he bends the metal and everything.
I want to go get mine.
Yeah, here we go.
Back. You got to make them individually, and then you build them up together.
It's not as crazy as I thought it would be. It's like super usable.
Well, what are your settings on it right now?
Well, I started with the fuzz at 10. So let's.
Well, you got to have what I like is the darker tone, then more volume than fuzz. Like fuzz on like 4. And then on the other channel, I like basically everything dimed, but the volume. Well, I don't know. Dime that one.
So what's crazy in parallel, each circuit's acting like an EQ and gain, and then there's like octave or not. It's surprisingly usable. Like
that's what I mean. My thought when I got this one was that like what I love the Super Fuzz circuit. I've always it's been my favorites. But it's always one way or the other. And it's either it's too bassy or it's too trebly. And having the ability to blend the two makes something that is much more usable.
I dimed everything out. Everything. Every switch on. Everything. Neck pickup.
No, but you got to switch you got to at least get different tones on it.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Oh God! Wow.
Is that loud on the stream?
This is going to be the next third man signature pedal because.
It sounds
Wow.
cool.
I'll be playing with that.
I like it.
Yeah, that sounds intense. That's gonna be the next Jack White signature pedal because he loves everything in threes, and it sounds. Well, you've bested me.
Show yours though.
Yeah, super fuzz, It's just a standard super fuzz, and not the super fuzz.
We both. How many super fuzzes do we have? And we need to close off. I have these two. So I have this. This is like a prototype thing where the switches are different. But I don't know how I ended up with it. And then this, and then you have that, and you have this.
I have the one I originally bought, and I have this guy.
But look what happens.
Mine is like serial number 1 or something like that.
But look, Stromer. All right.
I love that. Like every time we do an episode, we spend at least like 5 minutes talking about this one.
It's like I can't help it. It's insane.
It's so good.
Look at this. Look at this.
I will figure out how to best you on this.
I know what's happening. He's watching this and he's freaking just scared to death. Like he's like, Daniel's gonna come to me now. It's gonna be a freaking amp now or something. Like it's the Super Fuzz amplifier car portable cooler or something.
It's wonderful.
All right. Well, this has been wonderful. I've had a good time. It's been fun. We have the dad shirt. Throw that up. Pre-sales will be over. Father's Day's coming up. If you're a dad, you are America's hero, and DoD was the greatest pedal company that you don't care about anymore. That's it. I have nothing else to say. I think we're done. Are we done?
Yes.
We're done.
If we had 30 more minutes, we wouldn't be done.
Yeah, and all of you that bought these shirts, I mean, you want to say anything there? It's an amazing response on this.
No, that wasn't. It was like 8 times more shirts than I expected to sell.
Yeah.
So
They're
obviously
wonderful.
the takeaway is you guys like shirts with goofy things on them. So we're definitely going to keep going. We'll probably do another one next month.
Yeah.
We've
Let
got
us know in the comments if you want a new round of shirts. We don't want to exhaust everyone with shirts, but like if you want more shirts, say in the comments and maybe we'll drop more.
We have the ideas.
By
have
we,
the
I mean
boxes.
Daniel, because I don't do anything. But
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
do it.
Awesome.
see y'all.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.